Why do you bow 3 times? Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So you already bowed 3 times to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and then when I come in, you bow 3 times again. Why? I often wonder, because sometimes when we come to Dhamma hall, and then there is a Buddha image, a Buddha Rupa. We come in and we bow to the Buddha Rupa, and then 3 times, and then a monk comes in and we bow again 3 times. So why do you bow so many times? You already bow to the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And then when the Sangha member arrives, why do you bow again 3 times? I often wondered about this for some time, until several years ago I participated in a course. It's an interesting course. It's called Prana Healing or Hatha Yoga course. Have you all heard of this before? Anyone heard of Prana Healing before? Okay. And the teacher there is a strange combination. He's Filipino of Chinese origin, and he's a Christian, but he teaches Buddhist teachings. That's the universality of the teachings, the Dhamma. And he's particularly connected to the Tibetan lineage. His source of inspiration is the founder of the Tibetan Buddhism. Do you know who is that? You know who's the founder of Tibetan Buddhism? Padmasambhava. Have you heard of him? Yeah, Padmasambhava. That's his inspiration. He's supposed to have some divine connection with Padmasambhava, and he gets messages on how to propagate the Dhamma. Anyway, I came to learn from him that when we show our respect to our teacher, we don't do it like what we call the 5-point prostration, which cannot be found in the Pali scriptures, and I don't think can be found in any of the scriptures, whether in Sanskrit, in the Agamas, or in the Nikayas. This is something that evolved through the ages. If you go to India, you see that the Indians don't bow that way. In Subang, near to Subang Jaya Buddhist Association, there is an Indian temple, and one of my students, Ansma Kumara, who was ordained there and stayed there for some time, said that the Indians used to pay respect by putting their palms, Anjali, on their head. Did you notice how I bowed just now? Okay, right. And that's interesting, because when I did some research in the scriptures, particularly in the commentaries and the sub-commentaries, the Pali commentaries and the sub-commentaries, when they talk about paying respect to the Buddha, they would say they put the Anjali above the head, right? Above the head, on the crown. So when I was participating in this course, led by the late Master Chua Hok Sui, he told us that the way we pay respect to the Dhamma teacher, or in their words, to the divinity within you. Right? When they say namaste, it means that they are paying respect not to you, but to the divinity within you. Well, that's the Tibetan Hindu belief that there is, all of us actually have a divine nature within us. Maybe that's also very much in consonance with Buddhist teachings, especially the Mahayana, which talk about Buddha nature, right? And everyone has a Buddha nature. Every being, every sentient being has the Buddha nature. Which also connects very well with one sutta in the Anguttara Nikaya, only one, where the Buddha says that the mind is luminous by nature and it is only defiled by visiting defilements. So if you look into that, there's an implication that the mind is naturally intrinsically pure and bright, and is only defiled by adventitious or external defilements. So you'll be relieved perhaps to know, to understand that all those defilements don't belong to you. So don't feel bad when you're invaded by the defilements. You're intrinsically pure. All of you have got the Buddha nature. So when we talk about, when they say namaste and they pay respect, they're not paying respect to that person in front of you. They're paying respect to the divinity behind, which is the purity of the Buddha nature. Anyway, coming back to how they pay respect. They pay respect not by bowing. In that cause, they pay respect by opening up their chakras. Okay, because pranic healing is all about chakras. How you focus on the chakras to evoke certain colors, certain psychic colors for healing. So what they do is first of all, they open up their heart chakra, and then they open up their ajna, which is the third eye chakra, and then they open up the crown chakra. Alright, so if you notice how I bowed just now, maybe you didn't because you're looking from the back. So how a bow would be, open up my heart chakra here, then my ajna, and crown. So the heart chakra, the ajna chakra, and the crown chakra. When you open up your heart chakra, then in your mind you have this feeling with gratitude, right? With gratitude, respect, and love. Okay, so that makes sense to me because when I bow to the Buddha, I bow out of gratitude, right? With respect for his virtues and out of love for him, right? For a wonderful teacher. And so when the Sangha member comes again, you bow 3 times out of gratitude, respect, and love. Right? That makes more sense than bowing 3 times to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Okay, anyway, that brings us to love. Right? Gratitude, respect, and love. I think I wrote something, someone asked me to write something in the scenery in your book, so maybe I just need to explain what I wrote. Right? Maybe I'll talk a little bit about love. I'm sure you'll be interested to know about my love stories. Everybody would have picked up their ears. Well, love and infatuation, I'm sure all of you know the difference, or maybe not so much because they are very closely interrelated. So the love, the carnal love that most people feel is a combination of many emotions. It's a complex combination of many emotions, one of which is infatuation. Right? You keep thinking of the person day and night, cannot eat, cannot sleep. Well, this happened to me when I was in 5th form, I think. Yeah, in form 5. And then there was one girl in our school. She was my senior, and she was made pregnant by her boyfriend and guilted. And so somehow she took a liking to me, and then you could say tried to seduce me. But I was meant to be a monk. So, I was very sympathetic towards her, and it was really out of, you could say, compassion and metta that I established a relationship with her. Yeah. But of course, I was not an arahant at that time, so there was also infatuation involved. Thinking about her, but I never had any sexual fantasies about her. Although there was this Well, you could say it's infatuation is a sort of craving, you know, you're burning all inside and you just want to see her, want to hear her, want to talk to her. But I never kissed her. Okay. So anyway, eventually what happened was that luckily